It's cold out, and I appreciate you all being here. I want to thank the governor in his efforts to raise awareness, to take a moment to acknowledge the loss. I think that's really important, to acknowledge the loss, not only of this child, but also so many other Connecticut residents and their families that have been broken by drug use. It's really important for us to not just talk about the insidious suffering, but also the pandemic that exists. I come here as the ranking member in public health and raising this as a public health issue. It affects all of us. And I want to, again, thank the governor for taking his platform to having you all out here to talk about this. But I think we also need to acknowledge legislatively, yes, I think we can all work together to create solutions. But we also need to recognize that there is a permissiveness that we have entailed in our society, and that we need to recognize that there are limits to freedoms and uses of drugs and the permissive nature that we have allowed. I think it's important for us to recognize it's time to throttle that back, to raise the alarm that drug use at an early age is a pathway to potential more dangerous syndromes that we encounter in our society. So I am here to acknowledge and offer our thoughts and condolences to the loss of the family in Hartford, but also to acknowledge the suffering and the loss of so many families that have been impacted by drug use and substance abuse. I want to thank our administration's support. You are really out on the ground helping people, supporting people, and giving them a positive pathway to life. I want to thank and acknowledge law enforcement that's here. That's part of the solution as well. But I think for us, not just as legislators, but as neighbors, as parents, as friends, need to open up our eyes and open up our hearts to extend support and help. We need to remove the social stigma of substance abuse. We need to remove some of the narrow pathways in which we can give support. So for us as legislators standing up here, we're on a platform to raise this idea and conversation. But I think we need to do much, much more to raise the support that's necessary.